Hey everybody, it's Garth with Whitefish Marine. We're here with our new customer, Dan Galley, who just bought a 24-foot ATX from us. Dan, thanks for letting us come out and film today.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what made you choose ATX and Whitefish Marine.
Well, I was looking for new boats. We went to the boat show a couple years ago and I kind of fell in love with it. I kind of wanted to go to the Taiga, but I wanted something a little less expensive.
So you chose the value line.
Yes.
Well, awesome. Well, with ATX you get value and you get performance. So today we're going to go out, show them how to run the boat, and just show exactly how awesome ATX is. We just wanted to walk through how to start the ATX and how to go through some of the screen features and make it do what you want. First thing, you're going to go here to the battery switch. Go ahead and turn that to the on position. This one has the optional start. So go ahead and punch in your code and get it started. Perfect. And as soon as the boat's started, your screen's gonna boot up. Go ahead and hit accept. So now we're just gonna walk through the basic features of the boat. This is your vessel view, so go ahead and hit that button. It's like a heartbeat monitor. What it's gonna do is gonna tell you the condition of your engine, also give you some information about the lake. So here it's gonna say it's 86-degree air temp, water temp is a nice 55 degrees, oil pressure is 38, engine temp is 156, and it's got your start and your crank battery and your engine hours. And then remember, between 10 and 20 hours to bring it in for its first service after the break-in period is done.
Okay.
Now let's walk through the feature you're gonna live in mostly, so you can go ahead and take that vessel view off. Hit these three lines here. This is your main place where you're gonna live most of the time as you're interfacing with your boat.
Okay.
You have cruise control. There's a couple different ways to turn it on. Hit that cruise button. And then here you can turn it on here by just pressing the 0 off, and then you can set your speed by picking which way you want to go. Okay, so that's one way to control your speed. You can also turn it off by either pressing there or pressing the 0 off. You have your stereo controls there, so go ahead and go there. Let's go ahead and pair your Bluetooth while we're at it. So go ahead and click your stereo on, and then let's go to source over here to Bluetooth. And then go ahead and hit connect device, and then put your phone in pairing mode. Okay, now that we have our phone paired, just go ahead and hit close. Now there's a couple different things you can do with the boat. So some people like to have auto volume on. So if you see this button here, auto volume. So what that does is, as you go faster, the radio gets louder, and as you slow down, it gets slower. So that's up to you whether you want that on. You've got your zone control here. If you want your main, and then your interior speakers here, we can control how much volume we want. And then you have your equalizer, so if you want more sub, you can select that. Okay, let's get out of this. So go back to your three lines. Mostly where you're gonna live in the boat is Go Touch. This is the award-winning ski, surf, wake, go home mode. So to make this boat surf, you click surf, and then you hit go. Now what that did is it automatically set your cruise control to 10.8 miles an hour. It is selected surf left, and then it also adjusts your wave tune.
Okay.
Now on the ATX we have to manually fill ballast.
Sure.
So let's go ahead and do that now. Just click fill on both port, bow, and starboard. Okay. Now while that's filling, let's take a little time to go through the rest of your modes. So go to go surf, and then hit ski, hit go. Now there's three levels. There's beginner, intermediate, and pro. This is just all based on speed. So if you see pro is 36, intermediate is 30, beginner is 20. Okay, hit go ski, and let's go wakeboard mode. Hit go. Again, you have beginner, which is 18 miles an hour. Hit intermediate, which is 21, and then hit pro, which is 22 and a half. Okay, hit go wake, and then let's hit go home, and then hit go. Now, what I want you to know is anytime you're in an active go wake mode, so that's ski, wake, surf, or go home, the boat has an auto launch feature. So what that's doing is it's putting your plates down and allowing the boat to get on plane faster. So if you have it off, you're not going to have that. Also, any active go surf mode is going to give you cruise control.
Okay.
So Go Home will give you the auto launch feature and a cruise control feature. And if you ever want it off, just to go touch and then hit off. And then everything's disengaged, just your regular boat. Now you do have manual control over your wake plate with your switch here on your throttle.
Okay.
Okay. Now you have some other switches to control some of your other systems here. You have docking lights on and off, red, green, blue lights, and then heating and all lights if you want to just select all lights. And then you can adjust the brightness. Yeah, so then here we'll just hit all lights and then docking, and then they'll all come off so we don't wear our battery down.
Okay.
Don't forget, at night you have your navigation lights. So forward at dusk, and that turns the navigation lights on. If you happen to be stopped out at night and you're not moving, you just go down to the anchoring position and that'll turn the white all around light on.
Okay.
While we're here, let's talk about the power folding tower. This is probably one of the best standard features on the ATX. It comes standard with the power folding tower. To lower it, you just push the button.
Okay.
And then to raise it, you push the button. Okay, now that we have our ballast tanks full, we're gonna walk through the Go Surf Assist system. So you pick your 3 lines, you hit surf, and then you hit go. And then you're gonna select whether you're left or right. So are you goofy or regular?
I'm regular, like 50.
Okay, so regular is left side, goofy's right side, so let's go on the left side. Now here we can make small adjustments in the way that the wave shapes. You just follow the prompts on the screen.
Okay.
Also too, if you see taps, you can increase taps, which is your wake plate, bringing the nose up and down with the throttle binnacle control, and that will bring the nose up. The higher the nose is, the taller the wave. Okay. The lower the nose is, the shorter the wave, but longer, right? So you can have a narrow wave that's tall,
yep, or
a short wave that's long.
Okay.
Okay. So I like about 6 and 4. That works really well for me. So I love how that looks. So let's point the boat and let's get a nice looking wave. Okay, so Dan just asked me a great question. Where do you want your people to sit? Now, of course, you always do want to have people on the surfing side, but the reason that the ATX works so well is because we're using an electrical hydraulic surf plate actuator that puts 3 tons of downforce with hydraulic pressure. So once it's down, it can't compress, it will not move. When they released this boat in 2020, all of us dealers were sitting in it, and we were blown away by how well it surfed, no matter where people were. So obviously you're gonna get the biggest wave by having people sit on the side that you're surfing, but if nobody wants to move around, you're still gonna get an amazing wave.